I ordered my second wildflower salad. They're so good. Especially having not eaten yesterday, having two salads. Mr. Health. I saw two people getting arrested today. There was this dude in white. He's a dude with a beard and a white shirt. Not a police officer. Walking around these two, call them Mexican-y, Indian-looking people. They look like natives. In handcuffs. Like downtown. Right? There are these two people in handcuffs downtown. I didn't ask what. It was a white dude doing it. Is that ICE? Is that ICE doing that? ICE, the name for the evil white people. It's cool. Hey, well, Trash Planet's trashy anyway. Those wildflower salads were so good. I scarfed them down. Absolutely devoured them. Barely chewed. I'm thinking about doing one more order tonight, so it's like $20 per salad, so it's like $40 so far. It would have been $24 at the freaking place. It's that $4 delivery markup plus a tip, $7.14, and taxes. Yeah. Fucking taxes. The government prints the money. Why does it want us to pay them back? Dude, it makes no sense. So anyway, yeah, wildflower was super tasty. What else am I gonna get? I don't know. I gotta let this digest for a bit. It's not dark yet. Maybe when it gets dark, I'll get I've been looking for somebody that does smoothies. They used to do smoothies in town. I guess they went out of business. Yeah, there was this knife store. Oh yeah. This is a story. Not only the two people being arrested. There was this head shop that I went into, and I talked about holographic money, basic income. And she goes, "I don't want that. I wouldn't like that." Guess what? They're gone. They're out of business. So I talk about basic income, and she shoots me down like, "I don't want that." Now she's broke. So maybe they moved to a bigger location. Probably not. That spot downtown was primo. It was a primo spot. But yeah, I'm all fucking foodied out, enjoying it. Yeah, so that one was gone. A lot of cops doing circles. Saw a flower girl sit in. Oh yeah, this is another story. Astrologus, right? I gotta look into astrologus. I wrote this magic book that I burned, and I used to call it the astrologus, right? And I thought it was funny, like astrology, astrologus. Well, come to find out, astrologus is an herb that helps with diabetes, which I know I have a problem with because of the drinking. Yeah, what's her name died? You can die from the alcohol poisoning, sure, but you can also die from all the sugar in those alcoholic drinks. So, yeah. So anyway, yeah, but astrologus is supposed to help with uh, stress trauma and diabetes, which are both me. So yeah, I was saying astrologus for years. It was this word that came to me, right? I didn't know it was an herb. When I found out it was an herb, anyway, I went into this herb shop looking for this herb, and I'm gonna open the door, but there's this dog, and this dog immediately starts barking at me, and I flip the dog off, and I go poop somewhere, right? Well, I leave. I don't go in to buy astrologus, and then I see this woman walking the dog that was barking at me. She's like this skinny blonde to the park to go poop. Right? I don't go back, but I need to get some astrologus, like some raw leaf, and just eat that. Make an astrologus salad or something. Yeah. So, for like diabetes and stress related trauma, I did have stress related trauma, and that shit's fucking. I mean, this planet's horrible. It is. The things that can happen are so bad. It's like, yeah, you have a duty to goodness and dignity because it can just go so far off, right? Everyone should do their best to be the best person they can be, because the opposite, the worst person they can be, is a bottomless pit. So yeah, that was interesting. Yeah, when I was driving to the mechanic, I saw a bottomless pit on my map. I hope it's not. I'll still have a goodly amount of money by the end of the month, but I'm really hoping that it's like no more repairs for a while. Please. All right. I moved in my car to save money on apartments. I was tired of paying for an apartment, and if it doesn't save me any money, what's the point? So, yeah, $850 for rent, and then 90 for the internet, and then another 50 for electricity. Yeah, it was $1,000 a month I was spending just on an apartment. But my car cost 4,400. I didn't need a car. I wanted one to move into, and then I just had to do a $1,600 brake job. So that's like $6,000 already. That's 6 months worth of rent, right? I just spent 6 months worth of rent on this fucking car. Um, I save a lot. I like buy from grocery stores. I don't go out ever. Me spending $20 twice on like some delivery, that was me splurging. I ate 2 salads in a row. Two salads from the same place, two different types. I was like, let me try this. I try not to be too consumerist. Like, I definitely care about who people are. Like your chefs, your delivery drivers, all these people to me are like unknown, don't matters. You can't like talk to them. It's just about the cordial relationship, right? I don't feel like being a patron for as a customer is an invitation to get to know them. I feel like they're doing it for money and I'm doing it for food, and that's where we come together. So, but yeah, I do think I want to order one more thing tonight. Those were two big salads. I'm going to give it like an hour and then I'm going to look again. Something I haven't had before. Something really tasty. My belly is so huge. Big ass fucking belly. I am going to, yeah, splurge and then maybe like just not eat again. My poor car. Well, no rain tonight. Maybe I assumed it was raining in Flagstaff and then it rained when I got here, right? Maybe the day I got here it rained a lot because I'm special and lucky or something, right? So anyway, yeah, I still wish I wish I wasn't circumcised. I wish I had like a nice sexy body. It's like reproducing or having intimacy with the other sex when you're not hot is a sin and a crime. And the religions talk you into it so the real government can be the best. Right? They wanna win the mating game. They want to do it all the time. They want to have the best everything. And so like the religions go, God needs you to be humble looking so he doesn't get angry, right? And it's total BS. But yeah. I was thinking maybe a quesadilla. I make myself a lot of quesadillas. I'm not sure. Yeah, I just had like feta the first salad and goat cheese the second salad. So good. I've been lacking my big leafy greens. Yeah, I walked all day. That dog story with the astrologus was funny. I told her you should go poop. The dog started barking at me and I was like, "Fuck you, don't you need some kibble?" Go do dog stuff, you know? I hate dogs. Here's why I hate dogs. They're bred to be barking attackers. Dogs are bred to be defensive of their owners. The dog is going to side with their owner, and the dog is going to hate and attack everyone else. So it's like, oh, a dog didn't like you. I had a dog like me when I got my phone repaired. I sat in there with this dog, this big white lab, and the dog gave me a fucking bath. That's the best. I love dog kisses. They're amazing, right? That was a cool dog. But like some like skinny, aloof, can't talk to lady and her dog, yeah, that dog's just gonna go like, fuck you, right? So, but yeah, I saw those two poor people get arrested today. I don't know what they did. They were really skinny and looked really afraid, and it was weird seeing a dude in a white button-down shirt alone. He didn't have his hands on them. They were just walking where he wanted with handcuffs. And I was like, what the fuck is it? I thought it was a reality TV show. I was like, what is this? But yeah, apparently they got like ice and freaking, I think that was ice working. So yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah. They upgraded the stickers at the sticker store. They're way funnier now. Yeah. I got a couple chai lattes. Been a while since I had a chai latte, right? Uh, yeah, I know it's Prime Day, but I gotta lay low till the end of the month. Save that money. I'm inspired by those people who like hustle DoorDash and make like, they're like, I'm doing DoorDash. I'm living in my car and doing DoorDash to save $50,000. That's a cool series, right? His his living vehicle is his uh, like he lives in his car at night and then he drives and does DoorDash during the day. Yeah, and he's like saving up for $50,000. So it's like I would have paid rent by now if I hadn't left at $2,400. So my car's expenses being $1,600. I'm saving, but the car initially was $4,400. So it's like if I keep the car for 2 years, if I keep the car for 2 years and I don't have to do like a transmission or an engine replacement, I've won, right? But if it's like at the end of the year I spent $12,000 on my car, I was like, I may as well just lived in a fucking apartment. Yeah, rent is like, I got an apartment for $850, but it was like in a really shitty ghetto part of the town, and it was. And then it's like the only cheaper place is in Tornado Alley. Yeah, for real, in the U.S. The only cheaper place to live in the U.S. is Tornado Alley. And it's like, oh my gosh. When everything has to be built out of wood, everything has to be plumbed, everything has to be electrified, it all falls apart. You know, it sucks. It's like, what can we build out of that's insulated, permanent, um, easy to mass produce? And then you come down to like, how do we handle poop and pee? What do you do with poop and pee? I think the best idea would be like a custom plant fungus that eats it, like to make a bioorganism that eats our poop and pee, and then just like no plumbing at all. You just shit and piss in the fucking fauna garden, and then it eats it all. That, and then it makes oxygen out of that. That would be awesome. Yeah, because like carnal evolution and wild survival is not as good as smarts. Smarts can do way more. So, yeah, which is interesting, right? Um, yeah, that was a good second salad. That was really tasty. Yeah, I have the hotel room of honor. Me and the dude had a nice conversation about tech. and the future and stuff. And he knew I didn't have a car, so I have like the cool hotel. It's like all of the hotel rooms have like a parking space. Mine is through like a corridor and it's quiet, right? It's like unique. I would love to have a nice house, maybe save for a down payment. Like I had to go into the military because I had to look at dicks, and I had to do that because the government circumcised me. I wanted to see dicks after getting circumcised. It was like a information fact finding. I just had to know, and so I had this brainstorm as a kid. Is like, do I go into the military? Do I become gay? Do I go to prison? Or do I become a urologist? And I went for the army. I was like, I'm gonna fucking because I couldn't go into the Air Force because the Air Force I would have an apartment and my own shower, and so I knew the Marines were too hard. I don't think I could have physically done the Marines, but the Army was like appealing because it was like the shitty, trashy. The Marines have it worse. The Army was like, shitty conditions, really shitty conditions. They all the time the things I did, I see them. They're doing like settlement cases and like people are winning cases. Like, were you here? Yep. Okay. Well, they're paying out now because everyone got fucking sick. And I'm like, oh, that explains it. So yeah. No, my life is horrible. Like, if you have health, wealth, like this is what you need to have a good life: health, wealth, fame, love, and kind of like entitlement. Like, um, things are yours and you have power. And when your life is bad, you have no love or you're hated. You're not healthy. You're not wealthy. You're indebted, and your body's broken, right? And that's a bad time. That's a nightmare, right? And so life is like those two opposites where it's like they kind of hack it with like, oh, just be grateful. Just be grateful, right? It's so easy, but it's not. It's like you have to have the physical goodnesses to have a nice life. If you're like born like, well, all the average boys don't get a dick because we're gonna knife and poison them, and then the main pedos are just gonna use girls like sex toys. It's awful. And it's all like the creator's like, but do you see that fucking pedo rape those little girls? Ah, that's what God says. God just loves it, right? He made it for that reason, right? So yeah, I hate Earth. I hate the creator more. You couldn't make it nice. You had all that infinite power all that time, and you're like, the animals are gonna eat each other, and you're gonna have to work. And it's like, wow, dude, thanks. Not what a fucking idiot. Everything is for the government. They let you make dogs and then cut their fucking balls off, right? They let you slaughter cows and turn them into fucking tasty snacks, right? You think the creator cares about you? No, not at all. Laugh. Um, yeah, sucks. I wish he did something else with his time. You're gonna make what? A carnal hell? It makes all the spirituality a joke. It makes the spirituality literally a fucking gag. Yeah, it's kind of like the sad thing is that it's like Teal Swan said it too. The deepest enlightenment is turning toward the darkness and realizing what the darkness is because it sets the what, the where, the who, the why, the tempo. All the things they do and all the reasons they do them are all the darkness. It's not the light. They're not doing it for truth, justice, and peace and for the love of God. They made that shit up because the darkness was horrible. And the truth is, the darkness is that light was fake light. So, yeah. Yeah, but I used to live in this town with the train and everything. I've lived in two train towns. I lived in Mount Shasta and Flagstaff. Tucson's got a train too. Um, yeah, today was weird. My last hotel, the one before this, was like Silent Hill. The curtains all had holes in them. There was this weird door on the ceiling that flies liked. The outlets were upside down and the fucking plugs wouldn't sit in them. The fridge froze my soda. I put 2 bottles of soda in there and it fucking froze my soda, which, if you know, ruins the soda. Um, the water wouldn't drain, and then it did. Um, I had a half-used roll of toilet paper on the fucking thing. Yikes. I had one really good couch, and the bed was totally clean. The bed was perfect. It's like you get a hotel room and there's a dirty bed and the bathroom is nasty. Not good. Refund. The floor is clean, the bed is clean, and the bathroom's clean. There's a lot of problems you can overlook for that. Yeah. The outlets were weird. Yeah, the outlets were fucking upside down. Like, what the fuck? The door had been duct taped together. Right? It was like really weird. So, yeah. Anyway. Yeah, maybe I could have fixed my brakes with just pinching off the brake line, but my thing is that if I pinched the leaking brake line closed, would I be able to slam on the brakes without freaking like blowing the pump or bursting the line somewhere else? I didn't know that, and that's the reason I fixed it. As I was like, I can't risk making the problem bigger, right? So, yeah, and all that came from hard driving. Driving thousands of miles to Oregon and then driving thousands of miles back. That was a huge trip, and I should never do that again. I'm going to stay in like this area and just move around for like peace and comfort. So, yeah. But yeah, I had some sound. I look like my brother right now. How I remember my brother is like how I look right now, minus the beard. Yeah. I used to lie about like my family members. I used to lie a lot about random shit, like inconsequential shit. Didn't get me anything, but it was like, and it got a lot better when I realized my like government and country lied to me, right? That religion was fake and they were pedophiles, and that was like these two things. I'm like, oh, yeah. Boys, like men who fuck little boys is a total weird, like that's really bizarre. You like little boys. That's bizarre. Like that's really gross. That's like really dark and evil. The reason the government like little girls is they are slavers and they are manipulatable and they grow up to be women. And so it's like, if you want a wife, if you want a girl loyal to you, you have to be the best man and get her before anyone else has touched her. And so that means you take a little girl and hide her. That's the physics of it, is that you have to abduct a child bride and you have to manipulate her away from the eyes of others. And that's how you do it, right? That's like me criminal profiling. I used to be like a targeting officer, right? I would take intelligence and I would synthesize it and go like, what's this saying? Who's the enemy, right? And that's the enemy here. Male genital mutilation in the religions, gold overpriced, private property essential. Nobody's ever invaded the gold empire. It's like, dur, dur, dur. Do you think it's really just hundreds of miles of tunnels going nowhere? Or do you think somewhere down there is a secret city? And then when I got into it, it's like, China admits they have millions of people living underground. And there's never been a documentary I've seen about a secret underground human city. It sounds interesting. Times humans have lived underground, right? But there's never anything about that. They never talk about it. You can Google it, look for a documentary, and there's like nothing. And so it's like, yeah, and you can look up the Gold Empire too. It's like you do a documentary on the Gold Empire, it's nothing. And so is it actually nothing, or is that the censorship line, right? So, yeah, thanks for running me food. Thanks for fixing my car. This is my real job. My real job is, who the fuck circumcised me? Not the doctor, not God. Who on earth put that out there and is like, this will be a good one? Who benefited, right? It's like math. It's like they lied a lot to cut baby cocks, and you're not allowed to look in places on earth because it's against the rules. There's two things together are suspicious. I can't know what exists. There's private areas and no one's allowed to look. I haven't researched it, but I'd imagine that you'd find that the tonnage of gold is probably similar to the tonnage of steel, but there can't be an emperor of man if everyone's allowed to have gold at the emperor's prices. So they all have to pay the high price, right? And that's just so the emperor is strong, right? So, yeah, I've been raising the alarm, secret government. I don't think the secret government is America. I think the secret government is the original gold empire. And it might be under any country. It could be under Latin America, China. It could be under even this place, the natives. Is that one of the natives are the original gold empire people, and they hired us to kill all their freaking enemies. I consider that as well. Could be Russia. I don't think so. It could be Europe. Could be Africa. It really could be any of these countries. Could be the original gold empire. I can't tell unless I've actually gone there and looked, right? I have to find the fucking cave, which is, why would I look if I can get everyone to look with me? So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'm thinking about dessert. I just had 2 salads. I could do a main entree and a dessert, but I am like packing. I'm like fucking beefed up. This boy likes to eat. Lord, he's thick. I don't mind. I was a skinny little athlete as a kid. I was always hungry and tired. As a soldier, I was always hungry and tired. When I finally had money and time to rest, all I did is fucking eat. I don't care. I've had abs and been skinny. Nobody liked me then either. You know what I mean? Now that I'm big and fat. Oh yeah, this girl told me I had a great look. But it was funny. It was like in the exact same spot I told someone else years ago they had a great look. I was going out, like doing my attempt at social life and socializing. The secret to being authentic is grab your real feelings, right? It's not be a thing correctly. It's not do it right. It's find what's really true about you and do that. Yeah. That's authenticity. Authenticity is not about right or wrong. Authenticity is about having like your core and your source being your guide for what to say and do, right? So anyway, yeah. I think a good Mediterranean food. They used to have a smoothie place. They used to be able to get like smoothies and slushies or something, and I can't find only Dairy Queen now. Yeah, they went out of business. That whole going out of business thing is so harsh. With holographic money basic income, you would have enough that even if you had a bad business period, you could still do the service. Like, I want to sell smoothies for cash. You don't want to give away all your holographic money. 333 is not a lot. 333 is like starting. It's like, so you don't die, So, and it's like you trade your privacy for that. No more is it like, yeah. I don't want people doing anything they're not fine with all of us knowing they're doing. It's like, if you're not okay with all of us knowing you're doing it, should you be doing that? Yeah, I get it, is that people are predators, and if they know an angle about you, they'll exploit it. But it's like, if that's known too, how dangerous is it, right? They can't know you have treasure because they'll take it. But if that's known too, can they take it? So yeah. I hope my car is fixed tomorrow. I hope I drive out of there no problems. Yeah, I won't know until I'm doing it. And then I'm going to go into hermit mode again, where I'm going to like load up on supplies. I want to lose weight, so I'm thinking about what I could do. No more cheese sticks. No more, I don't like keto. Like, just eat beef jerky. That makes me unhappy. Nuts. That's what I'll do. I'm going to get nuts. Yeah, just get like do the bulk trail mix from like Sprouts or whatever and go out there, and yeah, that's what I'll do. So yeah, life could have been good, but it's hard for the circumcised, because what happens is that it's like if you trust life and you have kids, now there's people out there who are stuck here too. They also have to make sense of life on Earth, right? They also have to like do all the problems, right? So maybe that's true for all animal species. All animal species have a tough life cycle, you know. Yeah, life is hard. My mom said that as a kid, and I kind of resented it, but she was telling the truth. Life is fucking hard. Life is hard. You gotta eat to live, or your body eats you. What you have to eat doesn't want to be eaten. The religions will hurt you. The government are slavers. Yeah, it sucks. You can't just get places easy. There's no like, I'll just fly there. No, no, no. You have to you get steel together, and then you have to get fucking explosive gas together. And then you ride on like a carefully controlled fucking explosion. The roar, right? Life is not easy. There's love between men and women, but it makes babies. Men hate men, and women freaking, well, I don't know. Women kind of harem up. It makes sense for one guy to have a lot of girls. It makes no sense for one girl to have a lot of guys. It's like, unless sperm combines, I'm going to make a super being. I'm going to let everyone nut in me, and the kid's going to come out with all of your qualities, I guess. Allegedly, science has disproved that. I don't know. It would make sense if girls could collect semen from multiple men to have, like, special omni children. Like, these are all the guys I like, and that kid will come out with, like, all the features integrated. That would make sense to me, but as far as I know, it's one guy basically is seen as the father, and all the other ones are seen as just like a miss, right? I don't know if that's the way it is actually, or if that's just the science of my time, right? I don't know that. Yeah. I had too much to do. My path was chosen when they circumcised me. I was like, what are you doing with dicks? What are dicks, right? What's everyone have? And I answered that question the hard way. I went to the military. The other options were to like forcibly look at people, be gay, or like be a urologist. I just said, I'm going to be in the fucking locker rooms. I guess I could have played sports, been on a sports team or something. Yeah, and to answer that question, I know what everyone has, and I know what it looks like, and circumcision's a crime. Circumcision's a huge crime. The babies cry, there's blood. That part won't regrow. And it's done so the real government has virgin girls to prey on. They want these girls clean. And it's like, when the government's lying to you, it sounds like it's to help you, but there's really a reason they're doing it, and they don't want you to know because you'll say no. So it's like, anyway, yeah, Earth. It could be good, but that's not what it is. It could be nice, but it's not that time, so yeah. Man, my feet got sunburned. There's like little feet holes in my shoes, and it's like, yeah, I was out all day walking around. See the difference from my forehead? See that? It's like pink, pink, pink. Look at that line. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I do appreciate the people who watch my videos. I mean them to be good. Yeah, I hope this car gets fixed. But if I can, like, get it together and drive out of here, I'm just gonna go lay low. Like, Absolutely. You let the vehicle rest. The oil should still be good. It's got a 10,000 mile oil, and it's like, I probably put like 2,000, 3,000 on it. So, yeah. I thought this place would be cheap because they allegedly did a $40 oil change, and I'm like, $40 oil change? That's how much the oil costs. There's no way. Yeah, people just report whatever they feel like. Or maybe they're bots. But anyway, yeah. I need to be thinking about my last meal. Yeah, 2 salads from Wildflower. So good. Different times, like an hour apart. And now I'm like, what am I going to get next? I don't know. It's got to be like main coursey with a dessert. And then it's back to nuts. And then it's back to freaking, yeah, I'm going to load up on freaking nuts and like healthy stuff and eat that for a while. Trying to lose some weight. I walked all day. It was hard. That was hard. But yeah, this hotel's cool. I like the people who work here. I like hotels that are minimalistic. Get rid of the TV, one outlet, make the thing easy as fuck to clean, and then do like really nice bedding and have like a robust shower. You know what I mean? And that's like a good one because you want to wash, you want to relax. Do people want to watch TV? Hey, I want to turn the TV on, not me. Never again. After the phone, I would never go to a movie theater or watch a TV again. Right? I've got a phone. I've got a tiny. It was funny. Like I used to think the thing I used to think was impossible was the tiny Star Trek data pads that they used to have these like little flat things that they would like look at and it would tell them things. I was like, no way, that. But it turned true. They figured that shit out. They figured out tiny Star Trek data pads eons before they learned how to fucking fly. Yeah, I know they can kind of fly now, but not really. It's super expensive and it's like not easy to do. You can't just like step outside and fly somewhere. You have to like organize a departure and stuff. So, yeah, in Star Trek, people owned ships. You could park a shuttle in your backyard, no problem. So, yeah, if the foundation of power is knowledge, it's going to take so much knowledge. So many people of the future might be so freaking intelligent. So, yeah, anyway, I've yapped on. I've told you all the interesting facets of today. I can't think of anything else. I saw a couple cute chicks I like. I do got a type, but it's like that's why I wish I wasn't circumcised. Like I wish I could enjoy that. Wish it's like, oh, that girl's hot. Let's make some love. No, no, no. I'm like, I'm fucking ruined. Who are you? Why would we do this? It's awful. And that's exactly why the government did it. It's like, fuck you. You don't get anything. It's all my stuff. And that's like, do I have to wait to be reincarnated or do I just live and die without ever knowing it? Fuck the creator, dude. Can you make something nice? Does it have to be hell? Can you just look at how the animals do it? It's hell, right? It's Eat World. It's not like these animals. There's one animal species that gets light from the sun, and it's the sea slug. The sea slug is the only creature that like, and they're really cute. Is the only creature that like gets energy from photosynthesis. Every other creature has to eat something. Every single one. It's like, how dark is that? It's ridiculous. So, maybe that's the je ne sais quoi. I want to try to survive, and I want to devour the bodies of others for taste. That's what it is. That's what it's about. Right? Making love with a woman gets her pregnant. Now she's gonna raise someone who looks like me because I'm awesome. It's so crazy. So, yeah, I am a hermit. Yeah, I am an antinatalist. I'm just gonna freaking wait this whole life thing out.